Who's next? Well, hi everyone, it's Karli Reese and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the little montage at the beginning of this video, today we are going to be getting stuff done. Over the last couple of weeks, I have done so much organizing upstairs. The bedrooms up here look absolutely amazing. They are so organized and I have everything put into bins as they should be. And essentially the reason that I'm doing that is I'm actually getting ready to move out. I have not exactly found a place yet, but I have so much stuff. So it's going to be a very tedious process when it does come to me moving. So for me, it's just best to get a lot of things out of the way beforehand. So just in general, recently I've done so much cleaning and so much organizing just to kind of make the moving process when it comes so much easier for me. Hello? I'm talking so much right now about all the cleaning and organizing that I've done, and instead of just explaining it to you, why don't I just show you? As far as my room goes, I haven't yet done like a deep cleaning and like gone through and gotten rid of stuff, but I definitely have organized stuff recently, and I kind of had no choice not to, because in the process of cleaning out the closet in the other room, all the clothes that were in there, I either had to go through them or find a place for them in here. So my dresser and my closet went through a lot of renovations. But as you guys know, I do have serious intentions of moving out soon with my boyfriend, so we have been like buying different things for our house and stuff as we see them. We're not like intentionally going out and buying stuff. Just if we see something that we like, we buy it, because you never know, you'll probably never see it again. So I have been buying a few new things for my house, and I'm going to show you guys those things right now. And the first thing that I'm going to show you is actually a gift to my cats. The gift that I got for my cats is right here. It is actually an automatic pet feeder. It is called the Fresh Element Gemini by Pet Kit. I absolutely love this pet feeder, and in a second I'm going to explain to you all of its benefits and perks and why exactly I love it. But first I want to tell you guys, if you have cats and you don't have an automatic pet feeder yet, you really need to go get one. As many of you guys know, I have 3 cats, and I personally spend a lot of time not at home. I'm usually out filming YouTube videos, doing schoolwork, hanging out with friends, hanging out with my boyfriend, whatever. There are often times where I'm gone for the entire day or even multiple days, and I don't exactly have anyone at home that can feed my cats while I'm gone. So it's just super efficient to have a pet feeder like this that you can connect to your phone, and you can actually feed your cats through your phone. Having an automatic pet feeder has literally saved me and my cats' lives, actually. So obviously there's a choice when it comes to picking what automatic pet feeder you want to get. So right now I'm going to explain to you why this one right here is the best choice. So my favorite thing about the Fresh Element Gemini is it has a large capacity, and it can hold up to 5.5 pounds of cat food at a time, which is enough food to feed an adult cat for 30 days. Another thing that is great about it is it has enough room for 2 cats to eat at a time without feeling overcrowded. I have literally seen all 3 of my cats surrounded this pet feeder at the same time with no problems. It is honestly great that this pet feeder has enough room for all of my cats to eat at the same time, because Cordelia is extremely territorial and moody, and that is something that she would not have let happen before this cat feeder came along. So another thing amazing about this pet feeder is it has double hoppers. If you open up the feeder here and look inside, you can see that there are 2 different sections where you can put 2 different foods. That feature is amazing, especially if you like to feed your cat different kinds of food at different times throughout the day. And the best thing about it is you can actually feed meals from the hoppers at separate times. You can control that through your phone, or you can control it on the 2 buttons on the side of the feeder. This feeder would have been extremely useful to me when Cordelia was a kitten, because she always ate at nighttime and Danner and Ivy always used to eat during the day. Obviously at the time, since she was a kitten, she was eating kitten food, so this feeder right here would have just been perfect for that, because I could have fed all of my cats different foods at different times of the day. And honestly, my all-time favorite thing about this feeder is the app control, which is perfect if you experience situations like I explained at the beginning, such as not being home for entire days or having no one to feed your cats while you were not home. So on the app, you can customize a feeding plan, you can check the feeding status, you can remotely and manually feed your cats, as well as when there is a food shortage, you will get a notification to your phone. I just absolutely love the Pet Kit app. It just tells you so much about your cat's eating habits. Like right here, it is telling me that my cats came and ate 13 times today, and it tells me also the average time of how long they were eating for, which can actually be super beneficial if you have suspicions that your cat is eating too little or too much. I also love that you can customize what you call your own pet feeder, and mine is called Kitty's Dinner Plate because I thought it was cute and funny. Also, it allows you to make a profile and like put how many pets you have and like photos of them, and I just love apps that do that. Like, it makes me so excited, and I'm literally going to update my cat's profile pictures like every single week. So another few great things about the Fresh Element Gemini is it has a dual power supply and a triple lock fresh design. When you are using the battery of the pet feeder, it can last up to 180 days in deep power saving mode. And I also love that the feeder effectively prevents moisture and keeps the food dry and fresh. I love my pet feeder so much, and I really hope I convinced you guys to go check it out, because this baby is my best friend until we die. So if you guys are interested in getting the Fresh Element Gemini by Pet Kit, click the link in the description below to get a special offer from Karli Reese herself. So let's go check out my old bedroom, which is now actually the cat's room. So here is the overview of this room. As you can tell, it is super picked up and super organized. The main thing that I actually did is went through this entire closet. This closet used to just be full of so much stuff. It was actually so obnoxious. You honestly couldn't even have walked in this room before because the floor was just full of so much stuff. Now it is actually super organized, and the only things in here are actually coats, and then if you check out this side are just all of my skirts and dresses. As you can tell, all of the shelves are empty and all of the drawers are empty as well, and in those baskets are just a few extra things like my bathing suits and some hats and whatnot. I actually did a lot of deep cleaning as well. This drawer used to be full of a bunch of my crap, and it's actually completely empty now, which makes me feel so at peace. But one of the best things I actually did during this process is I started like organizing some of my stuff in bins, and these bins right here are actually full of just like memory stuff, so right when I move they will just go straight into the attic, which makes me feel so good because they're mostly full and completed for the most part, so I don't have to deal with these ever again. But basically in this top bin I just have a bunch of like old dance stuff. I definitely have so much more dance stuff in the basement that I still need to go through, but for the most part this is everything that I found upstairs that needs to just be packed away. And then in this big container right here, there's just so much stuff. I don't even know how to like go through and explain to you like what's literally in here. It's basically stuff like this, like my graduation cap, I have my diploma, I have like a bunch of old photos, I have a box with a bunch of birthday cards, I have all these like t-shirts from like my school and stuff like that that I'll give to my kids one day. I literally still have my box with all my rubber bands and rubber band bracelets from when I was a child. Not exactly sure why I'm holding on to stuff like this, but I feel like they're just good memories, and also like one day it'll be so cool to like let my kids play with this, you know, and like show them what I made and stuff. Then there's also like stuff like this that my boyfriend got me. Like obviously I want to save those things. Also tiny cat outfits, because I know one day I'm going to get another cat eventually, and I'd much rather just like save all the same outfits, you know, and reuse them because they don't stay this size forever. So yeah, I hope you guys get the gist. It's just a bunch of storage memory stuff. I probably won't open these containers again for like another 5 years or something, so kiss them goodbye. So hey guys, it has actually been a couple of days since I have last filmed. About right where we left off, I was telling you guys I had a few things to show you that like I've been purchasing with like the intention of having those things for like my new house one day. Right now I'm going to show you those things, and then after I actually remembered I have an entire bin of stuff in the attic as well. So then I'm going to show you those things as well, and then we're gonna head down to the basement and we're gonna kind of end this video explaining what I still have to go through and kind of show you like how things are going to end up turning up as far as like organization, you know. So first, let me just show you the few things that I have bought. So firstly, I got 2 paintings from Goodwill, which I will show you in a second, but me and my boyfriend have always talked about like having this wall that's just full of like a bunch of different size like photos and stuff like that. We possibly would like put maybe gold frames on them, or just honestly leave them as paintings. I'm not exactly sure, but we've had this plan for quite some time now. So when I went to Goodwill the other day and saw like 2 of them that were perfect, why would I not buy them, you know? So here's the first one. I feel like a lot of people would probably be like, wow, that's so like grandma-ish. Like it kind of does look a little bit grandma-ish, but the inspiration that we have, it's just gonna look so good. Like one day you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. And kind of like the vibe that I feel like we're going for is like a lot of white, a lot of green, like a lot of brown. So just like with all of that, this would look like really good. That first painting was my favorite, but they also had this one too, which my boyfriend liked better. I know it is a little bit smaller, but I feel like it fits the vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these two look cute next to each other. Not exactly next to each other, but like on the same wall, you know? And this seems like a ridiculous thing to buy, but they were literally like untouched. They've never been used before. They still have the tags on them, and they're so freaking cute, and they were so cheap as well. So I also found these from Goodwill. It's an oven mitt, and then it also has like the oven squares. I don't really know what you'd call these, but it's like grab pans. And then it has two matching like kitchen towels. Again, these kind of look a little bit grandma-ish, but I love like the green vibe, the like floral leafy vibe. But the last thing I got is a little bit ridiculous. I don't really think I necessarily needed this item, but I really wanted it, and I literally fell in love with it when I saw it. You guys are probably like going to be like, what is wrong with you when I show you? Because it's like such a weird thing to buy. And like, this is the biggest like purchase that I've made so far, like for my house. And if someone was house shopping, I feel like this is the immediate last thing that they would think to buy. So the thing that I actually bought was a cooler. I bought a freaking cooler. Like, for what? Like, what do I need a cooler for? I mean, my mom was asking me that question, like, what do I need a cooler for? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just it's a universal needed thing when you have a house one day. Like, when you go to like parties and stuff, like get-togethers and whatnot. I feel like I'm trying to justify this, and there really is no way to do it. But like, come on, it's the cutest cooler ever. Like, one day I'm going to need it, and I'd rather like have a cooler for when I need it than like go out and buy one of the like ugly white ones on wheels, you know? I absolutely love this cooler. I think the thing that I like about it is it kind of looks like vintagey, and I love the color. It also has a bottle opener right here, as you can see. And just in general, it's so cute and so little. Like, I just feel like it was something that I needed, and like I literally was never going to see something like this ever again. And it was literally from Target. And if you guys are wondering, it was from Target. It was actually $150. So it is a little bit more on the pricey side, but I feel like it was so worth it. And one day when I need a cooler, I'm not gonna have to worry about it now because I already have one. Definitely one of the best purchases that I've ever made before, to be honest. So I'm very at peace with my cooler, so don't make fun of me. All right, so next up, this is what I wanted to show you. I'm actually in my attic right now. It is a total mess in here. It's just extremely obnoxious, and this is kind of what me and my mom have planned to deal with in like the couple upcoming weeks. We just have so much stuff, boxes of Christmas decorations, fall decorations. Like, when my mom moves and I move, like, we're not gonna need all of this stuff, so we just really need to go through it. But right here is kind of like the bin of stuff that I'm going to keep. There's a pillow on top, and then we'll kind of just open it up and give you a glance. There's just a bunch of different stuff in here that I potentially, okay, please ignore the stuffed animal. That's literally my childhood stuffed animal, so I literally have to take that with me. But there are just a lot of different like decorations and stuff that I potentially would use one day, so we're just gonna keep them. Oh my god, everything keeps getting messier and messier. So this is the last location we have to visit, and my mom has actually gone through a lot of this stuff. I feel like most of this is just like stuff that she's going to keep, like for when she moves. It's just a lot of like stuff when we were babies, a lot of the toys we played with growing up, and like Legos, all that stuff. And my parents have always said they're going to keep that stuff, so like when we have children, they have things to like give to us, you know? But there are just so many piles of stuff down here, and this is a lot of stuff that we also just went through that we're going to sell in a garage sale. And then over here we have even more stuff too. Just, this basement is a disaster, and there needs to be a lot of organization happening. But what I'm actually going to do is, I know this probably is going to feel like we're just adding on top of like all the clutter down here, but I'm going to find a very discreet corner down here with nothing around it, and that's where I'm going to put like all my bins and stuff. So when it just comes for the process of me moving, I know where all my stuff is, it'll be in the same spot, and all I have to do is pick up the bins, put them in the car, and take them to the house, you know? So I'm proud to say that today's video was actually successful. I know I didn't show you very much of me like actually organizing the stuff and going through it, but it was an extremely boring process, so I don't think anyone would have wanted to see it. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of the organization I have going on, and I also hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of the new stuff that I actually got for my new house. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys like this video. I'm not digging this background right now. It literally looks kind of cuckoo, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.